तक स्टार्ट नहीं होता तब तक देखते हैं ना हो रहा है चार्ज कितना हो रहा है। चलो ये मैं welcome everybody to the final game of this T10 festival. Winner takes it all. This is the last match of this year's T10. With me, I have Mr. Ashish Patro, who is the leader of the umpiring committee in Norwegian Cricket Federation. And along with him, I also have Anil Parmar, who is the left-arm bowler of the Norwegian national cricket team. So good afternoon to you guys.
Thank you, Adil. What a wonderful day for cricket. 2 days, come here, full of action. I really enjoy this format, Adil, because you don't have to play whole day. Come here, play quick 10 overs game, and then you have a result with full of action. Whoa. Here we have the first ball. It's a wide ball. Mufasa side from the far end. First run on the board. Let me remind, Oslo won the toss and elected to bat first. It's a wide ball again, down the leg. Raza wanted to flick the ball, but it was going down the leg.
So in this format you mentioned, Ashish, this is, the extras and the dot balls are very crucial. Because if you're giving extra, you're basically giving them a run and another ball to face. And, that would have been a wide as well, but that is well pulled away from Raza. It's the first boundary of the match.
I'm not sure what's his plan because he's trying to bowl towards the body line. He was quick enough to adjust the ball and played a very good pull shot for a 4. Yeah, I mean, what I was trying to tell you is, every ball counts here. One ball, it will change the result of the game. So I like this format because, you have to be on your toes all the time. If you miss it, then it's very hard to recover from there. Again, like, well played for a single.
So with us, we also have Anil, who is a left-arm bowler. He has been playing very well cricket in the last few years in Norway. Has also represented Norway in the international fixtures. Anil, what can you tell about the impact of the left-arm spinners in this format of the game?
Thank you, Adil Bhai, for inviting. I'm quite excited for this final today, first of all. And the good question, left-arm spinner has an impact, but T10, if you see, and that's a very good shot. I will just come back to that. And this tells us the breeze is so strong in this Ekeberg ground right now. It was hit against the wind and it almost stopped it. It was traveling to the fielder, but it stopped actually, suddenly dipped it. Important 2 runs for the Oasis Yusuf.
Absolutely, Avas has been in great nick in this tournament so far. He scored 50 in the last game as well, and he started off very well for Oslo. Made 27 runs from the first over. So he will be very crucial. It's pulled away. It's in the gap. Maybe a 2, maybe a boundary. It seems to be, yeah, they have just stopped inside the boundary. So just a couple of runs there.
Good start by Mufasa after the 2 wides. I think 2 couple of runs. I think change of the field right now. They're bringing a square leg deep and short mid wicket inside the circle. 2 more balls to go.
This format is basically graveyard for the bowlers, Oh, that's a great shot. It has gone for a 6. Lovely shot there from Avas. Let me also remind you, we have a guest umpire today, Mr. Shri Kola, and he's umpiring in this final game of the T10 festival. What do you think about the exchange program we are starting now in Cricket Federation, Ashish?
Thank you, Adil. Yes, we have been planning to start this exchange program since COVID. Due to COVID, we couldn't achieve this. But the plan is we will invite few umpires from other country, and then our umpires also will get some chance. Like we are collaborating with Finland, Netherlands, Denmark. So the plan is a few of our umpires, will go there and do umpiring, and their umpires will come and do umpiring here. So this is just a try. So hopefully we will achieve this in the coming season, and also we will get good exposure. As we see Sri, he has done umpiring in Switzerland, Belgium, Netherlands, and Luxembourg, of course. He's the umpiring development officer for Luxembourg. He's doing a great job for Luxembourg cricket, and recently he has moved to Netherlands. He's doing umpiring in the elite division there. So it's a good exchange program for us here as well. Our umpires will get to know many different things, different areas of umpiring. We had a workshop also where we did discuss a few scenarios and different rules and regulation, how we implement and how we interpret things. So it was quite a success, Adil, I would say.
Thank you. Absolutely, the exchange program is very important for all the developing countries in the cricket. Intizar is the new bowler. Can see Wes is not middling the ball like he did in the first game today in the semi-final. Oh, it's a great delivery, but it actually beat the keeper as well. It has been given as a byes for 4. But again, let's get back to the format of the game, because this is the shortest format. It's the same amount of time as a football match. So I think this will be a great success for a country like Norway, where we are trying to get recognition from the rest of the sporting body, and we're trying to basically normalize cricket in Norway.
Yes, indeed. And I think 2028 Olympics, I think we are also looking forward to represent cricket as a sport in that Olympics. That would be really exciting. Very good deliveries, slow one. I think it's good for single. Very good thought delivery on this power play, I think. And Raja is still quiet, just one boundary so far. Oslo is trying too hard. But yeah, I think T10 is the most exciting format, and it will bring more countries to play cricket. And I think it's infamous. Everyone gives an example as a non-cricketing nation that it's a 5-day format and longest format. So now we are improvising, and this will give a great dimension to our sports.
Absolutely. That's up in the air. There's a fielder under it, but he misjudges it. Oh, he's coming back for 2. At the end, easily taken. The throw was wild. So this is very crucial for Christiania, because they basically needs to take a wicket like Avaz's, because he can really hit the ball hard. And he has been utilizing the power play. Let me remind you that power play is only for the first 3 overs. You can only have 2 fielders outside the circle. That's in the middle, probably missing the leg, I would say. Tried to sweep there. And the over has been called. So after 2 overs, the score has reached 26 without a wicket for Oslo. Ashish, can you tell me about this rule, which is quite local, that we are only using 5. We're using 1 end for the first 5 overs, and then we change the ends. What do you think the science is behind this decision?
Adil, as per my understanding, the winner of the T10 festival will go and participate in Malaga for the ECL, and the format they follow is they play 5 overs each side and then the change. I believe to follow the same process, we do it here as well, so that when the team goes there, they were aware of the condition and the rules, So this is the main reason we do it here as well. And I think for a shorter format, it is better to save time, because every over if you change, then it adds some extra time. So it's a wide ball down the leg. So Adil, this is the main reason I think we play 5 overs game each side.
That's very valid reason, Ashish. I'm not sure how much of an effect it will make in Malaga or ECL, but here at least in Norway you can have a great impact from for which side you're bowling from, because of the windy conditions, and now we're like the bowling is coming against the wind, so it's basically harder to hit down the ground.
Absolutely right, Adil, because the grounds we play here, it's a lot of wind, and it adds a lot of impact when you start, which side you start, right? So the ground we play at Ekeberg, there's a lot of wind there. So if you don't use the one side, then you will not encash the side, because you need to make a lot of runs to the other side. Yesterday we are playing a game in Ekeberg 3, Ekeberg 1, the first game. I think one side, when it was against the wind and the team couldn't score, I think 3 or 4 catches they missed, of course. But yeah, there's wind affect the game, of course.
Oh, that was a tough chance there. I think Mufassir was the fielder. Sorry, it was Intizar who was the fielder. There was great effort there. He was diving full to his right and tried to take the catch one-handedly, but unfortunately it was not to be taken. Nusrat to bowl his fourth. Again, a lovely ball. Unfortunately, it's a misfield that will result in a boundary. So, as a bowler in this format, Anil, can you describe how the feeling will be when you are given the ball and from not favorable end, like for example the other end from where we are having the bowling so far?
I think it is you have to bowl according to the wind first of all, and then you have to be a bit shorter and quicker and don't give an elevation. That is the key, because as soon as you give the elevation and the flight, and if it comes under the bat, there is no chance for a spinner to survive. I think it will always go out of the park. So you have to also vary your pace and the trajectory continuously and keep the guessing game on for the batsman. That will be the key. Any predictable line will result into a problem.
Yes, I think oh, that's gone. That was totally unnecessary from Raza Iqbal there. There was no single on offer, but he tried to force it and he has just lost his wicket. So it's a big blow. Big blow for Oslo Cricket Club in this final game.
तस्वीरें आपने देखनी है 80 इंच 70 इंच की टीवी में, वो फिरे को है। आप YouTube में जाना, उसको क्लिक करना, वो फिरे को है सारी। उसमें चाय पीते हुए देखना, कसम खुदा की कि जब से चली नहीं वो वाकई इस बच्चे को नहीं देखा, इधर जा रहा है यूं वो। और जो मैचेस की भी और सब जो बैठे हुए हैं तो क्या, अच्छा तस्वीरें ऐसी लिए जैसे जो है ना, पता नहीं कोई 10,000 का मजमुआ आया है ना, जो है ना सीधे विकेट डाली। वही तो होता है। आज की तस्वीर की जो खूबसूरती है ना कप्तान, अब मुझे पता नहीं कैसे उठना है। कोई 100 परिंदा अंदर बैठा हुआ था, अंदर घुस के मैंने बनाई है बैंजा से मुंह के साथ बैट।
मुफस्सिर भाई उस्मान है।
स्कोर बोर्ड तो बना दियो।
ओ सॉरी, स्कोर लगा। 35 3 3 में 35 3 में 35
तू कह रहा था ना कि मुझे तूने भी शादी में रिश्ता देना कब
So we have a new bowler now. Usman Mirza is bowling from this far end. Usman Akram to face. It's misfielded, resulting in 2 runs.
This is the third over, right?
We're into the 4th over. After 3 overs, we were at the score of 35.
Usman wanted to take a quick single, but the fielder was quick enough to collect the ball. Dot ball. As we have discussed, dot ball is very expensive in this format, so you need to be very quick. Even if you are not able to play shots, rotation is the key here.
It's a great delivery from Usman. So we have a left arm spinner bowling now, Anil.
Yes, quite inspiring. I have seen Usman bowling a lot, and he is a very consistent, a good flight always. And as he's showing his experience right now, that's perfectly changed. It was a bit quicker and it stayed little low as well. And that is what I was saying. Like a batsman has to be like keep guessing what you are trying to bowl next one. And as soon as you have 2 or 3 dot deliveries, this game is on, and batsman needs to do something. And as Usman tried reverse sweep and he missed again. And this ball will be really crucial now. Very good delivery. Just a single. Perfect over for Christiania when they needed the most.
Only 3 runs conceded in that over from Usman Mirza. It's a great, it has been a great over, and that went very quickly as well. Apart from that misfield, I would say that over was one of the best in the day.
After 4th over, the score is 38 for 1. Next bowler Saeed. Sorry, Nusrat is the next bowler, taking from the far end. He was playing in the previous game in Ekebek 3. He played a helicopter shot today for a 6. That was amazing. Good length ball trying to push the ball towards the point. Quick chance for the run out, but direct hit would have been a run out for Usman. It was fortunate for the batsman. The bowler did a very good job here, driving towards the ball and throw the ball. Oh, that's a lovely shot. Quite middle in the count, finally for a 6. What a lovely shot. The bowler was trying to bowl down the leg. The batsman middled it quite well. Went for a 6. It's a huge 6.
And that's the thing, Ashish, because you can see again here the batsman improvised and made use of the windy conditions. He knows that he has been struggling to try to hit the ball down the ground, so he's just using the pace and just basically lofted over the fine leg for 6 now. So it's still a bit windy conditions over here in Ekeberg 1, and that's the way to play basically. Now the power play conditions has also been lifted. It was already lifted after the 3rd over. This is the last over from far end. Oh, that's edged, and that should go away for a 4. Again, full use of the pace, and he knows where the fielders are. There are no fielder deep on the fine leg or the 3rd man region.
That's true. And I think we missed one important aspect as well. When the wind is against, when you are hitting the ball, it's a bit difficult for the fielder as well, because one of the drop catch we saw in first or second over, the batsman positioned himself really well, but just because of the wind, it dropped just before and he just misjudged it. So this aspect or a dimension which where wind comes to the play in the game is very very important, and everyone needs to be aware about that situation. So that's why the batsman is getting smarter now and just playing with the wind.
So to continue, that's the delivery they need to bowl more of, just outside the off stump. And in the last match as well, we saw all the all the dot balls were actually in this region where the last ball was bowled. So that's what they need to do. I think after this over, they might just cut loose, because then there will be change of fence and they will be hitting with the wind. Oh, it's lofted on the offside. There's a fielder under it, and he has dropped it. That should have been an easy catch. Really dropped the sitter over there with the fielder. 2 runs taken for Avas. So the boundaries, 3 of the boundaries which have come from Avas, 2 of them has been behind the square, and this should have been really taken.
Yeah, indeed. But since it was with the wind, I think it might have rushed at the end towards the fielder, and that could have resulted in a drop catch. But never think about that. I think that's most important catches in this format. It should have been taken, and teams should start training against this kind of conditions. That's a very good ball outside of hard length. It's very difficult to hit. At the end of the 5 overs, Oslo is 51 for 1. And now this will be an interesting part of the game. They are changing the end and could favor a batsman, but still bowler needs to bowl a really right length. And Usman, the experienced lad, coming to operate again from the difficult end. Usman Chaudhary is on a strike.
So in the last game, in this same situation where Darshana was bowling his gentle off spinners from the same end, Usman actually went out of his crease on all the 6 deliveries, and he hit Darshana to cleaners for, I think it was 25 runs he scored in that over. He had 3 big sixes, and he actually lost his wicket on the last ball as well. So we will see what his plan will be against the spinner now. But definitely there are some changes between. It's not the same bowler. The conditions are still the same, I would say. So they have taken a deep, have long on, long off in place. Let's see what Usman will do. He decides against it. He was initially going down the wicket, but he decides to just nudge it for a single.
I think when you bowl spin for a batsman like Usman, the length is the key here. As you said, he was trying to play. Oh, that's a superb shot towards the cover for 4. I think Usman has to maintain the length here. They are looking to play in the back foot. I think he has to maintain the length here, or else the conditions are against the bowler here. If he missed the length, then they will go to us longer and long off here. I think that is the strategy they are thinking of.
I think in the form Avas is in, he will not miss out on those. This was actually a freebie. So he needs to actually bowl a lot more fuller than that and keep it on the off stump. Let's see what he will do. That's the way he should bowl actually. It was not short enough to cut it, and he didn't expect Usman to bowl this delivery after the last one. That's a good shot. It should go for a 6. It is gone for a 6. So now the batsman has started to cut loose now. As a spinner, what would you say by bowling from this end, Anil?
I think I would go a little shorter, even though it's not helping that much. But I think short ball and cramping them for the room would be the key factor here, because it's playing with the spin, and if you middle it, it's high chances that it will close the ropes. This is a good ball. I think it's going to the gap, and it's boundary. I think he's giving little more outside. Just sticking to the stump would help him. I think his length is perfect, but line is little outside of than he should be. So I think the first over from this end was perfect one. But I think a batsman knows, and they waited for this end to come and then wait for the wind to play a role. This is a good ball. That's what I was telling. Needs to come to the close to the stump, and that's where the wicket is, because it's not that easy to hit that good length delivery. Very good over, even though it ended up some runs, but they got a much needed wicket. Breaking a partnership, Oasis was the most dangerous batsman. Intezar was the fielder who got the catch. Very well, nice churched catch.
Was not an easy catch to take, I would say, because the ball was actually, swinging in the air as well. So after that, 6 over has been completed, and we have a score of 66 for the loss of 2 wickets.
What do you think, Adil? What's the good scorer to defend here in these conditions? Looking at the previous games, I think Oslo has played really their initial games, league games. They were like 130, 140. They have been playing really good hitting cricket. The last game they scored 145. So, what do you think? What will be the good score for defend? For them in these conditions.
You see, this is a final game, so I would say anything around 90 to 100 is a very good score to defend as well. But hopefully, from the batting side's perspective, I would say 120, between 120 to 130 is a great total. Again, the key here, or the crucial part, has been the change of ends, and you have 5 over regularly from one end. This can really change the course of the game, because the first 5 overs went really well for Christiania. I would say there was couple of drop catches, some misfielded, but the way Oslo have been playing so far, I think they should have scored a lot more runs than what they did in the first 5 overs.
Absolutely. I think Christian, what I see here is, Christiania have a plan for them. They're putting most of the, right areas. So if they keep on going in these areas, then probably they will restrict Oslo to 120 maybe. And I think this is a very good score. There'll be pressure for final. And if they'll get some early wickets, then I think it'll be easy for them. That's a good shot, the longer area, and it's just 6. Oh, but a lovely shot by Usman.
And that's the thing that's the favor you're getting from the wind, actually. That even the miss hits from this side can result in a boundary, but even the good shots from the other end could not even reach the boundary. But this time, you see, Usman hit a full-blooded shot for a great six through the mid-wicket region. So 3 balls left in this over. 6 runs already scored so far from Amir.
That's a very good ball. Shot, I think, goes. And that dropped. That is a crucial catch drop for the Christiania. This could have changed the game. I think it was flat, rushing towards the fielder, and he just misjudged it. And now we have a new batsman in the crease, and this batsman can change the game in favor of Oslo. Is a Jawad Haider. He hits quite cleanly. I think T10 specialist, one of the T10 specialists in Norway. And the number of scores he's make for Oslo, that will decide the game and the target for Christiania. That's a good ball. A very good ball for the new batsman. Just a single, third man. I think it's quite good over for Christiania, even though it hit for a 6. He has bowled in a really nice area. Last ball, Usman on crease. That's a very good slow one, and he picked it right. Is it clearing? Maybe. I think it looks like a clean catch. We have to wait for the umpires. Yes, it is a clean catch, and wicket has fallen finally. Really good over for Christiania.
So Usman fails to make an impact for that dropped catch because he gave the catch to the same fielder who dropped him 2 balls earlier, and this time the fielder has replied with a great catch. It was well judged catch. He was running. There was 2 fielders converging in the mid-wicket region as well, but unfortunately enough for Usman, the catch is taken. So Oslo loses their 3rd wicket. Fielder name, please. Usman ne ki thi?
Usman Mirza.
Thank you.
Delay message. New bowler Intizar.
Batsman
चुम्मी मैं तो चुम्मी हवाई चुम्मी हैं वो कैच की
Zishan new batter.
बहुत जोर की लगी गेंद तेरे को
Thank you. So Intizar to continue. Lovely delivery first up. He has only gone for 4 runs so far in his first over. Jawad completely missed that ball. So new batsman is Zishan. He's on the non-striker end. Is a single there taken.
It was full toss ball. Was trying to hit in there but couldn't manage. He's trying to hit hard. I believe he needs time because as we have discussed a few times, it's a windy condition. If you time the ball, then he'll manage to hit for a 6, but he's trying to hit hard, so he's not able to middle it. Oh, that's a misfield again. I believe they've missed so many catches today, as we've heard. Catches win the matches, but it doesn't apply for Christiania today. They have missed so many games. You can't afford so many catches in the final.
That was the dolly, Ashish. That should have been taken at any level of cricket. That there's no explanation for this one. It's a great delivery. And I really feel for the bowler now because he has been bowling his heart out. He has only gone for 5 runs in this over as well. So the over comes to an end. It was one of the most economical spell of this tournament so far. He has only gone for 9 runs for his 2 overs.
That's a wonderful spell, I would say. 2 overs, 9 runs. In this format, having 9 runs in 2 overs, you made the day for the captain. If you have a couple of bowlers in this number, it's very hard for the opponent. Amir comes to the attack. He bowled really well in the previous over, his last over. As you can see, he bowled in the right areas where he doesn't give any, let's say, edge. Fazil Mir trying to chase, managed quite well. Didn't allow the ball to cross the boundary for a couple. Good throw.
So this is the most crucial part of the innings. This is the start of 9th over, and we have a score of 81 after 8.1 overs. So this will basically lay the foundation. They have a big hitters on the crease now, so they should really go for it. They have been kept quiet during the last 2 overs, and now we can see that even at the beginning I said that around 100 runs in a final is still a very good total. It's a good shot. Up in the air, another drop. This is definitely not acceptable at this level. Now they have dropped really, really simple catches.
Yeah, I will just give a pass to the catch. Catches has been dropped by Christiania. But I have one question, Adil bhai. The team Christiania has played in this tournament. I think Oslo is the most experienced side in Norway and playing finals. They have played T10 championships last year as well. But Christiania has played really well, defeating very, very good teams in this tournament. Since and maybe Sandnes, there are many contenders. But Christiania playing finals and giving a tough fight at least until this phase of the game. How would you rate this team as coming up and playing fantastic cricket?
Well, apart from the drop catches in this game, they have been great. They lost actually the first match against Simpson, and after that they have not looked back. Okay, this is high up in the air and well taken from Usman Mirza this time. So Oslo loses Jawad at very crucial time of this innings, and it has been great bowling from Amir and Intizar. Another huge blow for Oslo Cricket Club. Now the new batsman, the new batter is Barial. Barial is also very hard hitter of the cricket ball. Will be interesting to see how they will play now the remaining deliveries. There are only 8 deliveries left in this innings.
The kind of cricket Oslo cricket has been playing so far this year, it's quite amazing. Oh, that's a lovely ball. I have seen before also the kind of length he's maintaining his last 2 overs is amazing.
Was a great delivery. The perfect length and line for the for the batsmen who are trying to hit. So I think he just hit the bail there, Ashish.
Yeah,
Yeah,
is the length.
yeah. It's perfect length for because at this length you cannot have any kind of hitter who can just come in and smash you. This is the perfect length to bowl. So with that, now Amir is on a hat trick as well.
The next batter, Safir. Is Adil? Sorry, the next batter is Adil. Amir is on hat trick now. So far, we don't have any player or bowler who has done hat trick this season. It'll be interesting to see if you have one here.
So when you're coming in and there are 7 ball left in the innings and you're facing the hat trick ball, what would you ideally do, Anil?
Just go for the 6. It's a final game. T10. Don't think about hat trick at all. You just need to get maximum runs on each delivery. And Amir comes in. It's very good ball. And that exactly what Adil did. Not worried about hat trick ball or saving wicket. Just go for the hit. Team needs a boundaries and the runs.
So Anil called for a boundary it is. 87 after 9 overs gone, and they have lost 5 wickets.
Adil, I would say Christiania has done really well with the ball. It was a bit disappointing with the fielding because they missed a lot of chances. I think if they would have taken all the catches, the score would have been a bit lesser. But as a bowler, I think they have done a good job of bowling right areas. Last over of the first innings. Who's bowling now? Omer Ali, new bowler.
Seems like a left arm spinner. Will be interesting to see. It's actually a new bowler who will bowl the last over of the innings. This is actually a huge risk taken from the bowling side. We have some issues with the stumps there.
आप करना चाहेंगे? आप आइए ना आइए.
Oh, it's edge. Ed down to third man. Apparently it was a right arm medium bowler and not left arm spinner. So we have a pleasure of inviting Mr. Yaya Saab. He has been one of the founding members of Norwegian cricket. Welcome to the final game, Yaya Saab.
Thank you very much, Mr. Commentator. I have a privilege to see the match final between Oslo and Christiania. 9th over is going, yani last over is going, and score is 90. Just swing the bat, ball is going outside the leg six. 2 more runs. Thank you very much, sir. I can come afterward.
Thank you, Yaya Saab. So we have 3 deliveries left in this innings. The score has reached 92. So 3 deliveries. The first initial target was 120 from Oslo Cricket Club, but now it seems like this is not possible. Last 3 deliveries. Let's see what. Oh, it's really bad delivery to ball at this time of the game. Was full on his legs. Just flicked away for a a boundary. This is not required from the bowler now, Anil, because he can just ball it off stump and just keep the batting side quiet. But he just tried to go for the glory. I think he bowled a full toss on the legs.
Indeed, and that's a wide ball, trying to overcompensate what he did in a previous delivery. Adil is a good cricket hitter. Uh, any mistake, he will not go away without a punishment. So I think bowler needs to maintain the calmness. Just bowl very good delivery. This is what we need. Just blocks and just a single. Hit in the blocks. Don't give any room, any area to swing the arms. This is a perfect.
So just a delivery left now. It's a good delivery. They're trying to run a second. Oh, they just missed it. It would be interesting to see if umpire seems like. Thank you. 100.
हाँ जी
So welcome back to the second innings of the final. Christiania needs exactly 101 runs to win this game from the 10 overs. Also managed to score 100 runs. And even though it's not the biggest total, I think it's a finals pressure. So 100 run will be still, it won't be that easy to chase. It will be difficult. It will be very crucial because now the bowling will be from the far end. And the far end is known to not help the batsman from the batting side because it won't be easy to hit the boundaries against the wind down the wicket. Shiraz to start. Oh, it's a great delivery first up. No runs given.
Good ball, good ball.
So with me I have the national coach for the women's cricket team, Miss Pooja Kumari. Pooja, welcome.
Thank you, Adil. Excellent day for cricket here, and we are just starting with the second inning. And I don't know about you, Adil, but I'm a strong believer of runs on board, and especially in a final. So even though it's only 100, I think Christiania would be a little bit under pressure. What do you think?
Absolutely agreed with you, Pooja, because even though you're chasing 6 runs and over, there is a special pressure in the final game, and this is though 10 runs and over. It's gonna be very tough for the batting side.
Yeah, and we have a very decent bridge or like wind coming from one side of the ground, and so it's very difficult for the batters to hit on the off side. Okay, the ball hitting the thigh of the batsman. No real big appeal from the bowler or the keeper.
Lovely 3 deliveries so far from Shiraz. He's a very experienced campaigner, and this is what the Oslo cricket needs. Another great delivery.
Again, good ball. Thank you, sir.
Just managed to flick the ball to the leg side and achieves the single with that. So Umar Rasool is off the strike.
And that brings Usman Anwar on strike. He's going to face his first ball now. And a left-hander, so probably he can take advantage of the wind. Saraj sticking to over the wicket. Ball going around 6th stump, and the batter didn't manage to reach the ball.
So far, so the over is very nice.
So far, a very, very decent over by Siraj. Christiania hasn't managed to take off in the first over. Last ball. A very good ball. Yeah.
Go to the wicket keeper. No runs. इस ओवर में कितना हुआ? एक.
Only 1 in the over. And let's see whom Raza Iqbal will bring on attack for the second over.
So now Christiania needs 100 runs from 9 overs. That's the perfect start Oslo needed. Didn't give away anything. उधर से होगी 5 ओवर उधर से भी हो रही हां जी 5 ओवर पहले इधर से फिर 5 5 ओवर
Hashir is the first. Gonna change. Looks like there are some field adjustment is going on. The fantastic first over by Siraj, just 1 run. Much needed start when you have just 100 on the board. Oh, that's a really good ball. That's a cracking of the delivery. What a bounce. Insane attack. Uh, Looks like there are some disagreements on the field. Umpire has given us one bounce.
So umpire has given one for the over. Basically, in this format, you're only allowed to bowl one bouncer over the shoulder height. The next one will be no ball. Harshit to continue. That's a good delivery.
It's a perfect two deliveries. It's a good speed, good pace, and good length. Omer is struggling to connect with the bat. That's the one. And it's clear. Over the ropes, 6 runs. This will break the cycles for the Christiania. I think they are chasing 100, but they still need to be going hard at the bowlers. Just never allow bowlers to get into the game. So very good two deliveries, but the third one was in the range and the slot and punished by the batter.
So with that boundary, Umar Rasool moves to the first place in this T10 league, as a run scorer. He's currently on 158 runs now. This is the final game. Oh, this is short delivery. There seemed to be some confusion. So this delivery, there is some confusion there, but it has been given as a no ball because that was second for the over. So no ball given from the umpire. The bowling side doesn't seem to be very happy about that decision. So this is a free hit. Umar is facing. It's up in the air. It's up in the air. Maybe they haven't realized that it's a free hit. So just a single will be given from that delivery. So I think they're missing the trick here because they could just nudge down to the third man region or fine leg and just get some early boundaries because you have only first 3 overs of power play.
Osman on the strike. That's a good shot. Good try. Single. I think it's difficult to stop singles in this format if you just hit. So I think 100 target shouldn't be that difficult. One boundary and just rely on the proper cricketing shots. Scores ones and doubles. That should be the plan for Christiania. But also they are up against the most experienced side of the Norway and the captain. That's a good delivery. That's a good delivery. I think they are trying too hard to score, and that's resulting into the dot balls. That score is 10 after 2 without any wicket. Shiraz coming for the second over. I think that's a good strategy because he's swinging the ball really well and is getting the help from the wind as well. but he's pitching into the right areas. Left-hander batter. The ball will naturally move away from him, so Osman needs to come with a plan to get the scoring areas. That's a really good field placement. Just 3 on the leg side, rest of them are on offside, so they have a clear plan. As expected. What a beautiful delivery. Just pitching around the off stump and just moving away. Very hard to score.
Shiraz seems to be unplayable at the moment for the Christiania batters. But he has been bowling really well with the new ball. And I think it's a master stroke from Raza Iqbal. He's utilizing and he's using experience and using Shiraz for the next over as well. And it's from the far end, obviously, so it's in their favor. It's driven to the covers from Usman. Just a single. So now all of a sudden, 100 runs seems to be good enough for Oslo Cricket Club.
Yes, indeed. And that is what experience brings you to this game. 100 T10, you thought it could be a cakewalk, but no. They have decided that to take the challenge on. The perfect start, and they have many more bowlers to come in. That's a very good ball. Very good ball. I think lack of boundaries and many more dot balls than expected is resulting into this kind of shots. I think Christiania is looking for a few big hits that can just bring them over to the required run rate, and then they can attack.
Absolutely, but they're not being able to find those boundaries, especially not with this bowling from Shiraz. Again, it's a good delivery on the off stump. Just a single taken again from Umar. So these last 2 deliveries from Shiraz over is going to be very crucial for the bowling side and also Cricket Club.
Yeah, indeed. I think they were 10-20 runs short, but Shiraz's spell, I think that has nullified that advantage what Christiania had. So now it looks like 130 on 140 they would be chasing in some time. That's a good ball, but now he has picked the gap. Might cross the boundary, might not. A really good fielded by Raza. I think just 2 runs. A very good ball. Very good ball. I think the first ball hit for the leg side, so that shows the consistency Shiraz is bowling with. Last ball of the over. He needs to finish strongly. And that's a good shot. Oh, it's in the air. And that's a fantastic catch on the boundary. Very good judged, very good balanced. And this is what happens when you bowl a really good deliveries and put pressures on with the dot balls and without boundaries. And Shiraz got the wicket. He deserved a wicket. Definitely deserved a wicket. After 3 overs, Christiania is 14 for 1. Yeah, I think it's a pressure game, and the chase looks like a difficult now after the power play. So they need 87 from 7. I think it's required, and asking rate is around 13. And Hashir coming for a second over. I think new batsman is Intizar. He's on non-striking end. power play is over, so Oslo is taking time to adjust their field. 3 fielders on the leg side, deep delivery protecting entire leg side, and then there is a deep cover and long off.
That's what they basically need to do now. Oslo just need keeping 4 fielders inside the circle, and the rest of them are guarding the boundaries. Oh, it's hit really well. Fielder is on the boundary, but that's gone for a 6. Great shot from Umar. Now we will see what Umar will do. It's another great delivery. It's 1 for the over, called again from the leg umpire. We'll see if Hashir will go for another short delivery or not. That's in the gap. This should go for 4. It is. So 4 runs again for Umar. Now he's starting to cut loose. This is very crucial time for Christiania, and very welcoming boundary for Christiania and Umar Rasul.
Of course, Umair needs to take a responsibility now after the bad start with just 14 runs in the power play. He needs to take an ownership for the team. And I think the kind of form he is in, he can change this game in the favor of Christiania. That's a really good delivery. And Hashir is also not going to give up. He's coming with a good comeback deliveries after hitting for the boundaries.
I think we're actually Shiraz bowled the 2 overs and got 5, gave away only 5 runs and got a wicket. This is where they actually made the grip around this innings, because it will be really difficult for the batters to utilize this end at least, and it will be a huge task to recover from that. You still need 10. In the beginning, they were needing 10 runs in an over, but now it has reached up to 13.8. So Hashir has 1 more delivery left in his spell in this tournament, in fact. It's a great delivery, played very well from Intizar, just guided that down to the 3rd man region for another boundary. So really expensive over that, resulting in 15 runs. After 4 overs, the score is 29 for the loss of 1 wicket.
Mission is impossible.
You think?
Yes, in my opinion.
We have opinion from Yahya Saab, who believes that it's an impossible mission from the batting side.
No prediction in cricket. In my opinion, mission is impossible to reach the 100.
So the opinion shared from Yahya Saab is that it's impossible, but it should not be predictions in the cricket. And I completely agree with him that there should be no predictions in cricket, at least not in T10 cricket. Thank you.
Change of bowler again. It's Raza.
Thank you. आप देखना ना 5 ओवर के बाद जब एंड चेंज होगा ना तो So new bowler is Raza Iqbal, the captain of Oslo Cricket Club. He will be bowling to Umar Rasool, and this is the last over from the far end. So batting should be relatively easy from the other end, I would say. It's a good delivery, keeping it really tight.
Oh, that was in the slot, unfortunately. And it has gone for the 6.
That's a huge 6 from Umar. Hitting it against the wind. It's never easy. And it cleared the boundary with the ease. There are fielders there, but that was, I think that's his favorite shot as well. Oh, it's a great delivery, but appeal for a stump.
That shows the class of Raza Iqbal, just coming strongly after hitting for the long 6. That is how you can vary the pace and it can deceive the batsman. He was completely out of plan what needs to be done when you have a hit in the slow one and a flighted delivery and just turning enough. The interesting ball coming up. That's good in the slot and dropped. Oh, that was unfortunate drop from the fielder. That was a much needed wicket, perfectly planted for that shot, and Umer Rasool was the batter. It should have been taken, could have been done and dusted game for them.
Yes, 2 runs taken. Umar still again. Just a single, but Yal is an excellent fielder. He would never allow 2 there. So I think after this ball, it will be easier for the batting side. So it's very important that Umar still stays inside the crease and just, there's only one delivery left now. So Intizar will be facing that anyways. But what he's trying to do is that he's trying to force it. Oh, it's a great shot. That's a 6. Great hit from Intizar. 6 runs. So Raza completes his first over. The score is now 44 at the loss of 1 wicket after 5 overs. So Christiania is back in the game now. So Christiania is back in the game now. After 5 overs, the score is 44 for the loss of 1 wicket. So 57 runs needed in 5 overs. 57 from 30 deliveries. Now we got a game on here, Anil.
Oh, of course, there is a change of the end and change of the bowler as well. And if you see the required rate 11.4, 57 from 5, and the wind is in favor of you, you have only lost 1 wicket. Christiania has slightly little upper hand in this game, but you never know how the Oslo team can come back. It's a good single. Navinder Singh is a quite interesting bowler, very tidy operator. He hits in a right area all the time. I've seen him bowling in a many crunch situations. So his 2 overs would be crucial for Oslo.
Yes, absolutely. And they have not been bowling so many extras so far in this innings as well. If I'm not mistaken, there has been only one no ball so far, and that was also for the height of the bouncers. So Navinder to continue. Umar and Intizar are playing really well. Intizar is actually striking at 500 strike rate at the moment. He has hit 1-4 and a huge 6 of the 2 balls he has faced. So this is what basically Umar needs from the other end. He needs someone who can strike the ball as well and just rotate the strike if they're not able to.
Yeah, interesting. And there is one interesting aspect I just remember. We just talk a lot about a batting temperament in this game. That's a wide ball, not Oslo needs right now. Just survived. Could have been gone for the boundary. But yeah, I was coming back to the topic like bowling temperament in this format is not much discussed by anyone. But if you are bowling in a T10 tournament, your bowling temperament and a mindset is also a crucial. What do you think, Adil bhai?
Yes, absolutely. This is much better line length from Navinder. So basically, they just need to go for a couple of boundaries now. 10 runs and over. You basically need one boundary, and you can nudge for 4 or 5 singles. Already given a one wide as well. Oh, that's up in the air, and it's gone for a 6. It's a great shot from Intizar.
Intezar is striking really well. I think he's just picking his spot and just middling it and just crossing over the ropes. Interesting. 3 ball and I think 4 balls, 16 runs. Not bad. He's just changing the games into Christiania's favor at ease. Another try hard shot. Just stayed little low. Just missed the range of the bat.
अच्छा मेरी दूर की नज़र यार काफ़ी काफ़ी कमज़ोर हो गई
I think ideally Christiania would love to have another boundary in this over. So there are
ये तो बॉलर बड़ा
two
हल्का है
two deliveries left. Oh, it's played to the fine leg region just for a single. It's one delivery left in this over. Will be interesting to see how Umar goes with that. Will he be taking a single, or will he try to force a boundary over here, Anil?
I think until and unless it's a really bad ball, single, they won't mind. That is what I was telling about Navinder Singh. That's his strength. He got the wicket which Oslo needed very badly. Umar was striking the ball cleanly and he just lost his wicket. I think should have taken single easily. We had the score what they needed. Six over 53 for 2. Christiania, they lost important wicket for them. Now I think Mufasa Said comes to the crease, the captain of Christiania. He needs to take the charge of this run chase now. He is a very experienced operator. But we have one more exciting cricketing talent with the ball now, Usman.
Bowler change, bowler name Usman.
Cricket lovers in Oslo, wherever you are, just stay tuned and just come and witness the most exciting 4 over which unfolds the chase of the final of this T10 festival. Intezar on the crease, Usman bowling his first ball. Really good first ball, right on the block hole, just a single. Mufassar facing his first delivery, and he needs to play these last 24 balls and stay here to make sure that Christiania crosses the line.
Absolutely. 47 more needed. It's up in the air. There's a fielder under it, but that's gone for 6. That's a very welcome boundary. It's a welcome boundary for Mufassir. Umpire has given it as a 6 as well. This is a great start from Mufassir. Again, it's up in the air. This time there's a fielder under it. He overruns the ball. Unfortunately, he drops the... And now the batsmen come back for 3 runs. So Usman to continue. He's going to bowling to Intezar now. So 38 runs needed in 21 deliveries. It's fully achievable. Oh, it's great shot from Intezar. Just guiding it down to the third man region for another boundary. Very sensible cricketing shot. So this over has gone for 14 runs so far. And there are still 2 deliveries left in this over. Intezar facing Usman. Oh, that time it's nicked it to the keeper. Great comeback from Usman. That was a great delivery as well.
That was a much needed wicket for Oslo. I think the game with the 2 1-6s by Mufassar has set the tone.
Do you think it was necessary to go for another boundary when you have already scored 14 runs of the first 4 deliveries, Anil?
Not at all, not at all. I think Christiania is showing their lack of experience here. Even the 2 wickets which they have lost recently, that was not required. I think Umair also threw his wicket away, and the Intezar as well. I think even though it's a shorter format, but it's a final, you need to calculate each score and just stay there. It's a perfect final for this T10 festival because they are chasing well and then they are taking a wicket as well.
34. So last delivery now for Usman in this first over. Christiania needs 34 runs from 19 deliveries. It's a huge delivery in this over now. It's very, very important. Oh, it's a great shot. It's in the gap. And it has reached the boundary for 4 runs. So now only 30 runs required in the 3 overs left. Was a really expensive over in this part of the game. 18 runs given from Usman in this over. As I mentioned earlier, batting will be easy from this side of the wicket. Anil, what do you think about that now?
Of course, and scorecard reflects exactly the same thing. And the first time ever, its a current run rate is higher than required run rate. So Christiania is back in the game at the right time.
Zishan was the impact player in the last game, and he's gone for a 6 on the first delivery. That's a huge 6 from Mufassir. That was basically in slot for Mufassir, and he just hit that for 6.
Excellent hit. Captain leading from the charge. I think they have interestingly 2 batsmen at the crease who is striking above 400 strike rate. Wow. 500, yeah, indeed.
Zishan actually changed the game in the last semi-final against Interlions. He bowled really well. This time, I think it's a leg bye given from the umpire. Just waiting for the signal. Yes, leg bye is given.
Christiania just needs to stay calm, composed now. They had a 6 in the first delivery. Just take 4 singles and doubles if they get. Otherwise, don't lose the wicket. And that's a wide ball. And that is what pressure brings you from this. The bowler who bowled really well in the semi-final, the score required rate is really low, and he is trying too hard to get the wickets. And this is what Christiania needs to do. Just stay there, just hanging around.
Absolutely. Now the equation has changed a lot. 22 runs required from 16 deliveries. That's a no ball. That was absolutely not needed. And now we will have Mufassir facing as well. Sorry, the leg bye? No ball and a leg bye? Thank you.
Free hit to Mufassir Saeed. And that's a beauty delivery on the free hit, I think. It's a rare dot ball since last 3-4 overs for Oslo. They will welcome it even though it was a free hit.
Christiania has already scored 10 runs from that over. Still 3 deliveries to go. He's hitting the hard lengths now. That's very sensible from Mufassir, because there is no need to take a double there. Just a single taken. There's still 2 more deliveries left in this over. And they're striking it really nicely. One batsman is striking 200, the another one is 266. So there's no need to take any risk now.
Not at all. Just 8.14 required run rate in T10. You almost said batsman there. Just stay there and just chase it comfortably. That should be the message by the captain. And he is himself in the middle. That's a bad. Oh, and that's a dropped. The pressure. This is the pressure. This is what pressure can do. Final.
Another drop catch for Oslo Cricket Club. Now, Mufassir is on the strike. 12 runs already taken from that over. Last ball of the 8th over. Let's see what Mufassir will do. That's a good shot, but that is very bad judgment from the fielder there. So 2 runs taken from the last delivery. The score has reached 85 after the loss of 3 wickets. So now only 16 runs needed in 2 overs. 16 runs चाहिए. नहीं, 85.
85 तो सिर्फ 15 रह गया
जी ये 16
हर हाल 2 ओवर रह गया
जी
हो जाएगा जावा 16 चाहिए चौधरी बड़ा स्कोर ही शाबाश वेरी सॉरी यार माय प्रेडिक्शन इज वेरी बैड दैट्स वेरी रॉन्ग वेरी
I think we are witnessing.
Thank you.
We might be witnessing the new T10 champion of Oslo, if I'm not wrong, Adil bhai.
Absolutely. This is the first time Christiania has played in T10 festival, and they actually lost the first game to Simpson. They lost only by 6 runs though. But after that game, they have not looked back. Navinder will continue. That's a great shot. There's a fielder there. Oh, I think he has just fumbled the ball over the boundary line. This should be a 6. The fielder has given a 4. So now this should hurt. This will hurt Oslo Cricket Club because they have dropped some simple catches today. This should be a catch. And the catch has been taken on the boundary line. That was a great catch.
I think it's little late, but I think Oslo will welcome it. They have taken a catch, and Adil throws the ball in anger that this is how you take the catches in the important juncture of the game. They need 12 runs from the 10 balls. Still Christiania favorites. Looks like maybe Fazil Mir. I'm not sure. We have to wait for the scorer.
Abdullah.
So Abdullah Raja will be facing Navinder now. They only require 12 runs from 10 deliveries now. From the body language of Oslo Cricket Club, it looks like they have already lost it. However, that was a great catch on the boundary from Adil. So maybe some changes in the fortune for the bowling side. Now let's see what Navinder will do with the rest of his deliveries. Still 4 deliveries to go in this over. Excellent cricket from Christiania and Abdullah. There is absolutely no need to hit the ball and just give away the wickets now. Now they have actually made the game in their favor. They only need 11 runs to win this game.
Yes, very sensible. A young lad came into crease and he knew what he needs to do, and following the instructions from the captain. Fantastic single. That's a good ball. No one can stop single in this format right now. And the captain staying calm, is talking with Abdullah again. I think the message is quite simple. Just take single and if it is a very bad ball, but don't try to do anything extra which results in a wicket or a dot ball.
I agree with you, but I think in the last over you don't want to chase more than 6 runs in the last over. Even 6 run will be too much for the batting side. This is up in the air and 2 runs taken. Easy double. So twos will do right now. So this last ball will be very, very crucial for the last over now, because this is the second last over and this is the last ball, and we will see how the batters will try to negotiate with that delivery. I think they should go for a boundary. What do you think, Anil?
I think just save a wicket, because I think most informed bowler were finished that spell. Navinder was the best in that second half of this game. He is also finishing his spell. So Oslo might be running out of the options with the bowler who can bowl the best over in the last. So just don't lose a wicket. That's a good ball. He finished really well. Navinder has bowled excellent spell in the pressure. All other bowlers were going for the scores, but he just stayed calm, composed. 2 wickets, 17 runs. I think nothing best he can do in this stage. So Christiania needs just 8 runs from 6 deliveries after 2 days of exciting T10 festival. We are here. Oslo needs to defend 8 runs to remain a defending champion.
Do we call a super over, Anil? What do you think? Maybe it can be a super over in the final. It couldn't be a better finish than that, could it?
Not at all. Not at all. And I cannot rule out that possibilities, because there are interesting discussions happening in the field, and the experience Oslo Cricket Club has. They are playing cricket in Norway since so many years. They have an experienced captain who can place the fields at the right place. He can predict the batsman. He can do what the team needs right now. So it's a perfect situation. But we have a captain on strike who knows what needs to be done when you need just 8 runs in a 6 balls. So stay tuned.
I think a boundary is needed in the first 1 or 2 deliveries. If not a boundary is hit in the first couple of deliveries, it can be very, very tight. Zishan to continue. It's up in the air. It's no fielder there, and it has gone for a 4. Great shot from Mufassir. He's taking them to cleaners. He has striking very well, and he is he's leading from the front basically. Anil Bhai has scored 23 runs from 9 deliveries, and now they only need 4 runs to win this final.
Indeed. I think we have sure shot a new T10 champion in Norway this time, and Mufassar is doing that, showing us. I think it's a single, maybe trying for a double, and we have a young lad, Abdullah, reaching very fast to his end, and Mufassar also completes his second.
Young lad, I think Mufassir is running equally well like Abdullah is. This is very, very, very good cricket from Christiania and Mufassir. He has taken the responsibility, and he has almost this has been a total complete team effort, but you know, from the situation where they were in the middle to where they are now, they only need 2 runs to win. 1 run is needed to equal the score. I think he should go for the glory now. He should go for the glory and just finish it off. There's no point in taking a single now.
No. I think you can take a risk now. I think 4 ball 2 runs, being a T10 champion first time. I think Mufassar is the perfect man to hit a glory shot and to be in the Hall of Fame. Christiania will remember this moment for a long, I would say. And that's a good ball. It's a nick. This is what we called Adil by commentator cards. We wanted him to stay and score the winning runs, and I think he got a peach of the delivery.
Is there a twist in the tail here, Anil? This is really heart-wrenching because I think it would be a perfect way to finish the game if Mufassir could have done that. Unfortunately, he couldn't. Still 3 deliveries to go and 2 runs required to win this game, 1 to equal it.
Indeed. Never underestimate Oslo and the experience they have in this cricket. I think they are bringing all their experience in this last 2-3 balls left. And finally, Fazil Mir comes to the crease. 3 ball, 2 runs. Should have been an easy game, but still it's a game of nows. Cricket is the exciting game just because of these reasons.
I think Fazil is going to go for it. There's only one fielder on the leg side now. It's in the mid-wicket region. I think he's just going to pull it on the leg side. And let's see what it's going to do. Maybe it's the last ball of this tournament. No. He hits it straight down the ground. And Abdullah is coming back for second. And 2 runs taken. And Christiania are the new champions of T10 Festival here in Norway. What a game we had here. What a game.
Oh, indeed. After the start of first 3-4 overs, we thought, I think Oslo will just cruise and they will defend the score easily. But then the captains has a different plan. Some of the drop catches also costed Oslo. But this was the perfect final everyone was expecting. And this is what happens when the clash of the Titans meet in the final. And I think I would really appreciate the effort Christiania has done, because there were very competitive teams, but they have made into the finals and eventually winning the T10 tournament first time. Take a bow, the fantastic cricket they have played.
Absolutely, take a bow. I think it was a very good game of cricket. We saw some great moments there. We saw Shiraz Khalid taking some very crucial moments of the game. So Christiania reached a total of 101 runs after 9.4 overs. It was initially set up well from Umar Rasul, who played initially very slow, but he made up for that in the middle overs. He was well supported in the middle from Intizar, and Mufassir absolutely played a captain's knock here. It was well supported from Nasrat as well, and just ended nicely from Fazil and Abdullah. So it has been a great game of cricket here. We are very lucky to witness that. This was the final game.
Oh, indeed. I think it was now-wrenching game. A fantastic final. And this will bring more T10 enthusiasts to be part of it.
You can see there was some great bowling performance from Shiraz Khalid. He started off really well, didn't give away anything, just only 5 runs conceded. Hashir supported well in the first over. Unfortunately, he went for a few in the second over. Raza was a bit unlucky. He went for 15 runs. Navinder, I think, was bowling very well, maybe very lately introduced into the attack. However, it has been a great game of cricket, great tournament from Norwegian Cricket Federation. We would like to thank all the viewers of this game, and we would like to thank the umpires in this game as well. So thank you very much, and again thanks to Mr. Panga, also known as Munawar Bhai. He has been providing us with this live cricket to all of you viewers. Thank you very much, everyone.